Hey everybody. Hey Trail of the Wild, how you doing? Glad you made it in. Give us a thumbs up if you would. Doing good. It's a wet, messy day today. Getting quite a bit of rain. Hey Clayton, how you doing, buddy? Glad you made it. Junkyard Welding Garage, glad you made it in, buddy. Billy Todd, how you doing? Rouse Trucking and More. Y'all guys give us a thumbs up if you would. Scott Small Farming. Yeah, it's raining pretty hard here. Been a messy afternoon. Rocky Run, Angus Ranch, Ken's Vlogs. How's everybody doing? Tom Jones. Everything's going pretty good. It's a wet, messy day. This afternoon was, and we didn't do too much this morning. We went on the road. Such a relief to hear rain. We went on the road this morning. Last night we done a little Spare the Moment live and met a new YouTuber. Trying to think of his name. Junkyard Welding and Garage. He came in last night and wanted a puppy, one of our blue heelers. So we went on the road this morning and met him, and he's got the puppy, and such a nice guy. Time to build an ark. I'm getting rain and y'all getting more snow. Yeah, I think before I come in the building, I've been out here about 45 minutes piddling around. We had 2.5 inches of rain before I come out here. It won't surprise me if we haven't got another inch since I've been out here at the shop. So how'd all y'all Sunday go? Changing the oil in 20 degrees. No, doing anything when it's that cold is not fun. It takes the fun out of it. They got y'all under a tornado warning till 11. Yeah, I generally keep a radio on in my shop. I cut it off when I'm recording or doing a live, so that way I can't get in no kind of trouble with the music playing. But it was steady giving out warnings earlier for up next to Columbia and places a little away from me. Hey, Nameless Droner, glad you made it in, buddy. South Rooted Outside Outdoors, how you doing? Glad you made it in. Especially when you got to crawl under it on cold concrete. Yeah, when you get home from working all week, Ralph, then you got to work for the old lady, for the boss lady then. That's when the real work starts. Is lap that light? Slap that light. Yeah, everybody hit the light. We're gone. Been trying to draw us up some plans and trying to figure up about building us a shelter to put the rebeller under. 23 KC. Glad you made it in, buddy. Yeah, we've been trying to figure out some plans and our ideals for a shelter. Right now, I'm thinking about something like a 40 by 60 with either 18 to 20 foot sidewalls. Thank you, Rocky Run. Yeah, we proud of ourselves on building the rebeller. There's a lot of different stuff that we had to put together for it to work out, but it seems to do the job. We still doing a few mods on it. Let's build a simple lean-to. Out 10 on 3 sides. No, whatever I build, I believe I'm going to leave it open all the way around, I think, for right now. Because if we're going to be working up under it in the summer, I want it to get a lot of breeze to blow through it. Because if not, it'll get hot up under the shed closed in working in my area. That rain might get too loud for y'all to hear me. If it ever dries out, you got a place for a 30 by 30. Rain. It's raining, PV. It's pouring rain, actually. Hey, Tim. How you doing, buddy? Weed whackeree. Yeah, we are still looking for a tractor weed whacker. We haven't give up on it yet. Hey, micro farm starter. If y'all coming in new, shoot us a thumbs up if you would. That way they'll keep sending it out. I'm gonna try to move my phone. Can y'all hear me all right? Or is the rain too loud? Do I need to move the phone closer to me? Because I can move it forward just a little bit if I need to. Audio is fine. Old farm all with a 6-cylinder. Hey, AJ. Sounds good. Okay. Waiting on another 46 inches by 6 in the morning. Yeah, we trying to figure it up. I've got a couple calls putting in to get some pricing on 40 by 60 buildings, just so I can see what it will cost to buy it versus having them deliver it and I put it up, or if I just build the whole thing myself. Hey, Mighty Mo Excavating, you found us from Junkyard Welding. I'm glad you found us. We appreciate you coming in. Yeah, generally everything be cheaper for us to build it, but I just wanted to check. Hey, Mr. David. Glad you made it in, buddy. Mighty Mo's got a good channel too. I'll have to check him out. Let me write it down on my iPad where I can remember the name. this today. Alright, I got you wrote down there, Mighty Mo. I'll check you out just as quick as I get a chance, buddy. Mr. David, what I understand, if you go right on past your place on 95, he's right there next to the North Carolina, Georgia line, is what he was telling me, I'm pretty sure. Concrete or dirt floor? It just depends on how much I'm going to have in the building. More than likely it'll be dirt for the first year or two. But if I can build it, you know, affordable enough, then of course I would try to go ahead and do the concrete, or at least do it in half of it or whatever I could of it. But yeah, we are still looking for a tractor too. Somebody asked that a while ago. We're still looking. We're not in a hurry. I mean, I want one. I need one, but it's not a necessity yet. Her pole building kits are better for house conversions. It seems like I've heard some stuff about that micro, about people using them for house kits too. Between, say, 85 to 115 horse. I would really like for it to be new enough to be cabbed, so I could have air conditioner. It's not a must. You know, all my tractors now is open station, but I would like to have one cabbed. At the first auction that I took y'all to over in Darlington, South Carolina, about 2 months ago or so, 3 months ago, I bid on 2 or 3 different tractors, but they were just out of my league. That's right, Tom. That's what I'm doing. And like I said, if you ever get in a hurry or feel like you got to do it, then you make rash decisions and pay more, and I'll take my time. I mean, we made hay last year, and if it weren't for the hurricane and us losing a lot, you know, we'd have had a lot more hay than we needed. The right one will come along. I'll stumble upon it. It's out there. I just got to find it. Clayton's leaving. Take care, Clayton. I think it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. And I hate that because tomorrow falls on my hay up day. We got the hay up tomorrow at all of our cow pens. We got to put mineral blocks out, and protein tubs tomorrow. So that's going to make for a nice day on our open tractors. But maybe it won't. Maybe we'll catch a break in it. Rain equals mud. You're right. We've gotten pretty much all of our hay fields is ready to go. The only one that we haven't gotten ready is the one where the auction was in a couple, 3 or 4 weeks ago. They still got a little bit of junk left over there in that field. So that field's gonna be behind. feel bad. You on a repair and lease 610 and a Case Quad Track 600. Yeah, we don't need a big tractor. We just need something a little more than we got. And I tell you what I would do, if I could find another one just like the one I got, I'd buy it too. But still, you know, I need more horsepower, but if I had another one, I could still be doing more than one operation at a time. And we still got our old hay bind that we used to use. We used it to cut for the old round beller that we cut apart to make the rebeller out of. It still works, it's just slow. But if we get in a bind, we can put it on another tractor and cut with it too. A second tractor cutting slow is better than not a second tractor doing nothing, I reckon. I just got a feeling that the weather's fixing to turn back cold. You can see me in a 5150. Yeah, I could too. Yeah, Weed Whacker, we generally sell hay. The only reason we make hay is for our cows. And then normally what we do is we sell our excess hay to help pay for our hay land, to pay for the chemicals and stuff that we have to use, and the fertilizer and the potash and the lime. But since the hurricane last year, Hurricane Florence hit, we haven't been able to sell any hay. We had to save all of our hay that we had to try to get our cows through the winter. And it's worked out. We made it through. You can see me in a 7060 Kubota. Yeah, like I was saying several times, guys, it don't have to be a certain color for me. It just needs to fit the bill and do what I need and be affordable so I can afford it. If it's green, I'll be a John Deere guy that day. Blue, I'd be Ford, New Holland. Orange, it don't matter. So if any of y'all got an old one y'all want to put me on to have me on a different color one, just let me know and I'll hook a trailer up and come get it. And we'll put it to work. Put y'all's name right on the side of my beller so everybody can see it. DLK. Be careful on cheaply made tractors. Yeah. All I have is a 1466. Yeah, that will work for me. 1466. But we steady be looking. I think we're gonna go to a sale. They got another auction this Wednesday. If I get freed up, I'm gonna go to it. Hey Brad. Yeah, buddy, it's pouring rain. Yeah, we are getting a lot of rain. We had 2.5 inches before I come out here to the building, and I was out here about 45 minutes before I started the live. I bet we got 3.5 to 4 inches by now. But yeah, they got another farm auction this Wednesday, and if I'm able to get freed up, I'm gonna try to go to it. Sound you miss. Snow don't sound like that. Hey Ted, how you doing, buddy? Glad you made it in. Tom Jones, rain. Yep, it's pouring rain. I think they got several John Deeres on that sale. A couple New Hollands and a few Kubotas, I think. I didn't see no red tractors there. I think most of the heavy rain is gone away. It ain't quite left here yet, Ralph. Hey, Bass Bar Outdoors. Glad you stopped in. Clint's planning on going to that sale Wednesday, Mr. David. Hey, Paulson Farms. Auctions are a great place. Pick up equipment. Paulson, I got the hydraulic motor and everything put on the rebeller since I saw you around, buddy. We've got a couple videos put up of us testing it and messing with it some. I think they got a right good selection over there at that sale. Yes, you know you have money bags. Looking for a single axle newer truck. Hey, Elegant Homestead. If y'all guys are just coming in, shoot us a thumbs up if you would. And I hate that it's pouring rain so hard and y'all having to hear it. That's cool, Paulson. I just hadn't seen no comment or nothing. I didn't know if you had seen them yet or not. I think they got an international at that sale, David, I think. Yeah, I think they got an international single axle there, I think. Thumbs, Babs are outdoors. Thumbs up, that's right. Tell them all to put a thumbs up. That's cool, Paulson Farms, that's good. I'm gonna try to get a P.O. box this week too one day. So when guys want to know my address to where to send something, I can let them know. I just got to go to the post office and see what I got to do to get one. I ain't never had one. $8100s are good trucks or trucks. No, Mr. Ted, I don't. I don't want people just showing up at my house. Got about 100 of them at PYA. I feel good about most of y'all guys, though. I wouldn't mind for most of y'all showing up, but got to be careful a little, sometimes a little bit. Cats are still home. Rich, your brother has a ton for sale. How you know my address, Brad? That's right. I remember now. For that package that I sent you, that's right. You about had me scared, Brad. I was thinking you was a stalker. Filter wrench. Have you ever used it? Small blocks, gutless. There's a lot of nuts out there. Yeah, there is. But on the majority, we have pretty cool guys so far that's in the community with us. Still in the box. Man, you ain't gonna get no use out of it if you don't open it up and try it. Mine works good. That ain't no problem, Brad. Yeah, it won't be long. It'll be time to service. We're gonna try to build that hay elevator this week and clean my shop out. And then we're gonna clean up in front of my shop. And then we're gonna start servicing everything too. That's probably what he's waiting on, DLK. He's wanting me to go unbox it and demo it for him. Yeah, we're going to service everything up before we start. And normally every other year, sometimes every year, we'll change the grease out in the pods on the disc mower. So we'll probably change all the grease out in it. Check the seals and make sure we don't see when those seals need replacing. And last year when we serviced everything, that's when the A started smoking real bad. You have to do a product review. Make sure the product's good before you push it on us now, Ralph. Don't tell us something's good and you don't know it's any good or not now. You come on there and tell all of us that that's a good product and all of us, your friends, buy it and then it ain't no good, you're going to feel bad. Just a free product. Mighty Mo. Yeah, Ralph's getting big. It won't be long. He'll quit coming on my little channel. He'll be like, I ain't even got time for us little folk no more. Buff Ranch NASCAR race was kind of a sleeper. I didn't see much of the race there, Buff Ranch. I watched the first segment and a little bit of the second segment, then I come on outside, and I'm an outside person. A 1086 or 986 would work for me. Either one of them. like I said, I don't have near a certain one that I'm looking for. I'm just looking for, something, 80 to 115 horse. That I can find as cheap as possible. So that way I don't owe a lot. I don't like owing money. But I know that messes me up in a bunch of ways. It makes me miss out on stuff. But it's worked out for me so far. Hey, 69 Drew. AJ, I don't know. The hour meter don't work. Thousands. I wouldn't know where to guess, buddy. I think it's, if I tell you something, I'm gonna be totally guessing. I don't know. Negative 22 there. Animals are fed up and happy. Yeah, it's a diesel. Yeah, ours is a diesel. This guy, like I said, I wouldn't know. I mean, since I've had it, I said I wasn't scared to say 10,000 or better, but that would be a guess. And we've never been into motor. We've had to clutch it a couple times, and the first 2 times the flywheel wasn't right, so then we had to get the flywheel, the decking redone on the flywheel, and now it's holding up like it's supposed to. Lasted about 3,000. We've got an old 504 Farmall, International Farmall 504 that's a gas tractor. It's a good tractor. It just burns up a lot of gas if you're doing something to work it. Like if you put a baler behind it, you just about can't tote gas to it fast enough to keep up. But if you're doing something like raking or tedding with it, then it's, it's good, it's normal. $5.74 sleeveless. Yeah, I don't know. I said I've never been in mine. My dad would know. My dad, he's rebuilt. I couldn't name all the tractors that he's gone through. Like that 464 that we got. He's gone through it several times. That tractor pulled Roanoke laborless tobacco harvester from the day it was brand new up until my family quit farming. And then about 3 years ago, it flooded and went underwater up to the fenders on it. Same way with the 140 that we got. We got a 140 that was submerged and flooded under the flood water too. Smash that thumbs up, guys. What Ralph's telling everybody. I like the 140 too. I mean, I like the A just about as good. There's a lot of people like the 140s though. Weed Whacker. How many subs do... I really don't know, Weed Whacker. Yeah, the 140s are nice. Like I said, I've got a Cub, a and we got a 140. I like the Cub, but the Cub is so small, we don't do nothing with it. And the PTO turns the opposite direction on it. Hey, Farming Life, how you doing, Eric? Larry Keener, how you doing? I'm glad y'all made it in. Y'all guys shoot us a thumbs up if you're just coming in. What everybody say, that helps the analytics. See, y'all, I learned a big word today, analytics. Getting dumped on with snow. We're getting dumped on with rain. Not no snow, luckily. They had snow in the forecast for us Wednesday. A couple days last week, but I'm glad they took it out. Explain analytics, I don't know. That's why I asked y'all to give me a thumbs up. They say it helps. That's all the explanation I got. Yeah, they was calling for us to snow, but I'm glad they took it away. But it's gonna get cold here though. Hey, Ag Wild, no, we didn't get no snow or nothing. We're just getting rain, buddy. And we in South Carolina. This comments about snow makes you want to go dance in the rain. The 806 with 105 horsepower. Chores. 8,000 hours, I believe I seen. I wish I could talk my father-in-law out of them tractors and combines that he's got. He's got several older international tractors that we could really use. I showed y'all that place here a while back. But they get out there and crank them up several times a year and move them and park them on stuff, keep the tires out the ground. Would it cause a fight if you were to buy a tractor from him? It wouldn't cause a fight, DLK. He just won't get rid of none of them. He his family farmed up until say 15 years or so ago, and they just won't get rid of it. But it was him and his dad done the farming. Yeah, they farmed together, and now that he's gone, he just won't get rid of none of it. That's what I asked him if he plans on coming back. They own a bunch of land too. I told him if he planned on coming back to let me know. I'd use his money and his equipment in my back, and we'll do it. He just laughs at me and says, "You never know. You never know." That's what he tells me. But if we go over there to eat on Sundays or something, a Sunday lunch with them, it ain't nothing for him to go out there and start them up, and they just sitting out there purring. He don't have any kids. He married my mother-in-law. He don't have any kids. He's never been married before and don't have any kids, and he married my mother-in-law. He drives a big truck like Ralph. He owns his own trucks, and I think they contract for Pioneer and several other seed companies, I think, is what he does. Close family he got then, yeah. Yeah, he hauls all kind of seed, beans and corn, and said he's fixing to retire because he's old school, and they're trying to force everybody to them digital log books or something he's trying to tell me about, and he said he's not going to do it. He said he's drove this many years without a computer tracking him, and he's not going to have one track him now. He said he'll pull his he's got a new Mack truck and a new International. He said he'll park them under the shed beside them tractors and let them sit out there with the tractors. Hey, Kane Simple. Glad you made it in, buddy. We're gonna load up all this junk that I've cut off of that old round baler, the build the rebaler. We got a bunch of that we're gonna load up and haul it off to get it from in front of my shop. Before the grass tries to grow up in it and I can't see it and mess something up. Yep, you're right. Just as soon as I do, what I haul off is something I need. Yeah, Mark, it's pouring rain. It's slackening up now, but it's pouring rain. Yeah, I'm sure one day it'll go to somebody, because you can't take it with you. My slice of heaven, Joey. I'm glad you stopped by, buddy. Shoot us a thumbs up while you're in here. What's the best thing on my rebeller, on the conveyor chains that run on it, what's the best thing to grease those with? I don't think the hay will contact it very much, but it's going to contact it a little bit, especially right after you oil it. Just finished dinner, thinking about making a margarita. Just use cooking oil, Mr. David. That's what I was thinking. Eight people dead from the tornado in Alabama. That's sad. Down to 0 there tonight. Just use gear oil. Yeah, I mean, I just trying to be safe, you know, because we've never baled a lot of square bales just to sell, you know, and just wanted to cover my butt. And if I use cooking oil, then to be sure what little bit could touch the hay, there no way it can make an animal sick, maybe. Where if I use regular gear oil or chain lube or something, I'm not sure. They don't need much to lube, AJ. No, I don't think they do either. Slow as it turns. Probably won't take a lot to keep them lubed up. Did you ever look up, Mr. David, what them oil filters fit? I got some of them oil filters right there behind me that I picked up the other day, y'all. I don't know what they fit. They don't fit nothing I got. I was going to ask y'all if y'all knew what they fit. I would hold them up to the camera and let y'all see them. See if y'all know what they fit. Not yet. See, there's one. The boxes is bad, but the filters is still in the plastic wrap. I missed a comment. We use plastic string in the square baler mark. Schaefer's oil makes good stuff. Transmission for a John Deere filter. If any of y'all need them, I might figure out how to mail it to you. This one was in a bag and I took it out. I don't know if y'all will be able to see that number. I said I have nothing that none of them will fit. And I have no use for them. They have spray grease that'll spray 15 foot. Deere 50-55 series. That was the first filter. Okay. Do y'all want me to show you the other numbers? If not, I won't. Like I said, it don't matter to me. There's 2 or 3 more back there. Let's see. All right, there's another one. Wow. That drop-in was for the later model stuff. Okay. I'm just showing the guys the numbers here, Ralph. I said I have nothing that none of these will fit. Well, I know if it was even close, I'd be done have it strapped on my A or my 574. Got one here for y'all red guys too. Decaf for me. I'm glad you made it in. Who else came here from getting blocked from Carrie? I don't know who Carrie is, but I appreciate you stopping in. You think that's the same one on your shelf? You can't read this box. I thought I'd modify this here to fit my A. Yeah, this is a big filter. It's a hydraulic filter, but what it fits, I don't know. The last one was for a 3010 or the early 8630s. Ted, you think this one fits the Magnums? Well, my buddy might can use this on the one that I used his bale and hay for. Big enough to finish the A out. That's right. Yeah, put that, if I can get that bolted on there, the oil would stay clean till the tractor was finished, wouldn't it? The filter would double the oil capacity. See, it'll run cooler. Be a win-win, especially the 88 series and combines. Yeah, my buddy's got an international combine too that I recorded that one day riding in it with him. I reckon I'll ask him about that. He might want it. Who is Carrie? I was wondering the same thing, Buff Ranch. We normally get a couple thumbs down. Have we got any thumbs down yet tonight? Because I can't see that. That case filter's $100. Wow. My A ain't even worth that much. I hate to put a $100 filter on an $80 tractor. No thumbs down. Good deal. They don't get there for long. Somebody will get it. Yeah, $100 for a filter. See, that's another reason why I don't have new tractors, y'all. I couldn't afford to service them. Yeah, and they say deer's overpriced. Yeah, there ain't no reason in the world why no filter costs $100. I had a Fit. I've got that '04, '06, '04. My '04 Ford dually that I use on the farm. When I bought the first air filter to go in that truck, I think it was like $80 for an air filter. I about had a fit. Do you think you paid $100 for the back tire on your tractor? Mix. Okay. I got a great friend. Yeah, Mark, if you'll look back on my channel, back at the end of the summer, I bailed for him because he was way behind on soybeans and cotton, and I used his equipment. $13 for an EM oil filter. And a handful of tractors. Yeah, I was telling y'all, it was like $80 for the air filter in my truck. And I happened to be in a Walmart when I went up to Columbia last year or year before last to a state playoff football game. And I stopped at a Walmart just wasting time. And they had the air filters on clearance for like $5 a piece. So I bought all they had. I got a stack of them on my shelf over there now. And $200 for the air. The ball when the fleet guard's half that much. Yeah, see, if I was to find me one of them tractors like that and buy it, when it come time to service it, then I'd have to go to the bank and borrow money to keep on service. Wow, I mean, I hate to know how much it costs to do all the filters and the fluids in it. I hear some guys talk about changing their hydraulic oil. Local that I know, they change their hydraulic oil every year or two. But I also see people that say that you shouldn't hardly ever change it unless you scorch it or burn it, because the new oil is dirtier than the used oil. So I don't know how that would work on newer stuff. It's shooting to buy a car full of them. What's the Pale hydraulic oil in the U.S.? The normal oil. See, now all my equipment's old, so I run the oil that's for the old stuff, and it's a lot cheaper. But what I'm seeing, you probably gonna look to spend $50 to $75 for a 5-gallon bucket of oil. $500 on the engine, and hydraulics is $1,000. Do y'all change the hydraulic oil every 1,000 hours, or you just changing the filter? You run AW68 in the equipment, it's 57 for 5 gallons. Dinosaur slime isn't cheap. It's cheap compared to some of that stuff that I see. Change the filters, okay. Like I said, I know a couple guys that change the filter and the fluid, but I don't understand that. Like I said, I've always heard that if it hasn't gotten hot and scorched or nothing, that you haven't heard it. These old tractors I got, you could probably run gear oil in it and it'll probably work. Change the filters. That's what we do. Hey, soybean. Yeah, it's slacking up now. I hope we're about on the tail end of it. Appreciate it, 57 fitter. That was a fun project that we're working on, that rebeller. We ran on 10 years with no fluid change. You do 500 on hydraulic and 1,000 on the oil. Got a buddy causing bankruptcy. At work, y'all swap it out every 5 years. You need to rebuild some too. Find your old chain beller. It's not hard to swap over. Case hydro garbage. $85 for 5 gallons on sale. No. Yeah, I think these old, like I said now, I don't know nothing about newer stuff, but that old stuff, you probably could just pour gear oil in it and it will work. Motor oil, anything. The modern oil, like 250 hours instead of 100. Yeah. I saw that on one of your videos, Paulson, when you were servicing stuff. You was talking about where the people blend it for you. $8,000 to 15,000 miles between changes. High-Tran or Mobile 424. Shoot, bud, I couldn't tell you what's in them. I know the hardest part on them to keep from leaking is the quick connects on the back. That's the main thing we had trouble out of. The Pioneer fittings, quick connect, whatever you call them. It's hard to keep them from dripping. As far as any other hydraulic trouble, we never had any problems. Running off the heavy. You change it at 250. Every one you on use the High-Tran. Every 12,000. I changed my dually. Usually it'll be between 8 and 10,000 when we change it. If they leak enough, you just keep adding. Hey, small town farmer. Glad you made it in. And the IH engine use 30 weight. The 1540 don't cover the bearings good enough. You in it right now? Are y'all still getting snow up y'all's way, Ted? Probably so if you're in a plow truck right now. No snow there, just real cold. It's fine here. I mean, I'm in the upper 60s right now. $3,000 miles was a great scam thought up by the oil companies. Too thick of oil will do the pump in the winter quick. I think I need to actually break my 574 back in half. I think the rear main seal's leaking a little in it. So I think I need to, if it's not leaking too bad yet, I'm not, but if it started right like the last time we was using it, I seen a drip under it. So I need to actually run it some. I probably need to hook a bush hog or something to it and go run it for a couple hours and see how much it's losing. For valve leaks and head gaskets. So if it's not leaking a bunch, I don't mind a drip every now and again, but if it's dripping, then I gotta do something with it. When we was hooking the 464 up to the square beller at the rebeller the other day, my son said the steering felt weird on it. I forgot about that until just now. So that's something else I'm gonna have to check out. We're also looking for us a 4-basket tedder. I'd like to find me a 4-basket tedder to speed up, cause the ted and the hay is the slowest part of our operation right now. Hey, Back Farms, glad you made it in, buddy. So we got our eye out for a tedder also. The 464 International is running the square beller behind the rebeller, and that old log splitter is running the hydraulics on the rebeller. BLK. I got my eye on a few old tobacco croppers that I'm really thinking seriously about picking one of them up to get the 4-cylinder engine off of it and the hydraulic pump. And that way I can let that one motor run a hydraulic, let that one motor and hydraulic pump run the whole rebeller. Put me a hydraulic motor on the square beller and let it run the rebeller part, the unroller. Because I can find them pretty cheap normally. I'm talking $400 or $500. I can get the whole tobacco cropper. It's got the motor and the hydraulics and everything on it. Then it will be self-contained. It would have its own engine on a stand with a hydraulic pump Several people around me use those to make well drilling rigs out of, because that whole machine runs on hydraulics. And I thought that would be neat to do. But if we do, that will probably be next winter project. Hey, Lever Guns. Glad you made it in, buddy. Shoot us a thumbs up if y'all guys haven't. That's red green. I keep seeing this stuff on here too. Yeah, that would be neat. I need to try it. I bet we can make it work. Yeah, it would take a good pump. I don't know what the specs on them things are, but they drive the whole thing. There's motors, there's hydraulic motors on each wheel. And like I said, everything on it runs on hydraulics. The pump's plenty big. There's no doubt that the motor and the pump on it's plenty big. Yeah, I like that red-green show too. Little episodes, I keep seeing them. Man took a Cadillac, made a forklift out of it, I believe it was, and put a fireplace up on the second story. $25. Yeah, that thing will pump, them biker croppers pump way more than that. I said, I don't know how, I know they run the whole well rigs. I'm gonna go with my cousin drilling a well one day too and video that for y'all guys. I worked with him for about 10 years drilling the wells. If it ain't broke, you ain't trying. Yeah, we see red, green, DLK. Yeah, it don't take a lot of horsepower to run the baler. I'm sure I've told y'all before about the time before we had round balers and before I had the 574. I was baling with the 504 gas, and the tractor, the water pump or something went out on it. And there was rain coming, of course. So I hooked that Massey Ferguson square baler to my International A and baled about 2 acres of bales and finished it up. I had to go very, very slow though, but it finished it. I don't see red green on the TV here though, DLK. I see him on YouTube. I keep seeing different little short videos on there. But yeah, I know Rouse back. He's coming or has been to the Ritz Theater in Tiffin. 15 minutes from you. Yeah, I didn't know if that was something that was still going on or if the videos I was watching was old. I didn't really know. If you can find Smith and Smith, that's some of his early work. Let me write that down. Smith and Smith. likely reruns. Like I said, I enjoy it though. He's a different kind of comedy, but I like it. Most of the ones I see is like 3 to 5 minute little clips. But sometimes it'll be like a 20 or 30 minute, like an episode. And it shows them in the little cabin talking and, you know, stuff. And it leads into different stuff. You finally got home. Hey, Clint. Yeah, I saw you come in a while ago, buddy. I was talking and forgot about it. Appreciate you stopping in, Mr. Clint. Bucking Mama is a funny one from Ireland. Still on the road. Guy from Hickory, North Carolina won the contest and won a TV show. Nothing much, lever guns. We just talking about whatever, buddy. We don't never have nothing really in particular. Just whatever y'all lead me to with the comments, or I'll make me a little cheat sheet to, so when the comments stop, I'll look at my cheat sheet and get something going. Yeah, Clint, I plan on going to that sale Wednesday as long as nothing crazy don't come up on the farm with the cows or nothing. I plan on trying to go. Do you know what time it starts? I'm sure it's about 9. They got some couple John Deeres on there I seen online. 9, you think? Yeah, we're gonna, more than likely we'll go. If I do go, I'll try to make a video of it for everybody else to see, for y'all guys to see. Just black beef cows, lever guns. Most of them are Angus, but I don't call them Angus, you know, I just call them beef cows. Clint don't get no John Deere. Whatever we get, Clint's gonna be affordable for me. That's what I can tell you. Angus, the business breed, 4-legged ones. That's right. Yeah, most of them's got 4 legs, or if they don't have 4 legs, they don't get around too good. Get beef direct from Jackie. I think so, Mark. I've never been stuck with hay. I've never had a bunch of hay that we've been stuck with. And Mr. David, Mr. Clint, they guide me in the direction of it, and a couple local places I've already talked to, and they seem willing to give us a chance to get in the door. But that's why we're doing it the way we're doing it. So if it don't work out, you know, we don't be in a real big bind. If it works good, and then we see we need more, and that's working, and it's being a contributing part to our farm, then we'll invest more to try to make it easier and more efficient. Hey, Agricultural India. The IH is still up there, back. Yeah. I actually talked to him again. He's called me back since you sent me that video and stuff. You see a nice baler like mine, a 8455. You better buy that, Clint. That thing will make nice round bales for you to rebale. He might trade that thing to you for both of them John Deeres you got. Oh yeah, Clint, I don't doubt you, buddy. I don't doubt it won't work, that it ain't gonna work. New rebellers are expensive to buy. Yes, sir, they are. You run out of hay every year. Yeah, we normally do, like I said, but this year we just weren't able to sell no hay because we lost between 150 probably and 160 round bales. And that would have been my hay normally that I would have sold. And I was selling up to that point. But from the day that hurricane hit until now, you know, we had to keep everything that we did for us. But I did sell most of the square bales that I've run through the rebeller that come out of it. Because now I'm looking like that we're going to be able to make it through. I know that's why you was telling me, Clint. Yeah, soybean farmer. I picked up a new farm last year and we stored most of the hay at that farm in round bales, and when the Hurricane Florence come, the place flooded. And most of our hay that was there, or all of the hay that was there, sat underwater about 3 to 4 foot deep for 2 weeks probably. So we lost that hay. But thank the Lord, you know, we scrounged around and was able to make enough hay back to get us through. And I normally sell my calves later, but I sold a bunch of calves back in November so I wouldn't have to feed them through the winter. And that lightened up the amount of hay I needed. You haven't raised any hay in 25 years. More buyers than hay. Yeah, ain't that weird how some hay brought $10.50 a bale and the one right beside it bought $3.75? That's how my luck's always been. Mine would have been the $3.75 one. One piece of equipment threatens the other one to keep running. Yeah, that was, like I said, it was kind of my fault. It was a new farm and I would have never thought that it was in a low enough area that it would flood. And generally as soon as we done baling, you know, within a week we have the hay hauled out and we have staging areas at each place we have cows. But I assumed that place was plenty high and I left the hay stacked there. I made a video back on it back in the summer. And y'all, that thing broke my heart when I rolled around that corner and seen all my hay sitting in water, you know, 2 foot, 3 foot deep. Mighty Mo, we still got a few left. I don't think we have any blues left. I think we got a few reds left. I don't really know how many we have left. I know a couple of them that I still got. People's already, they paid for them and stuff or whatnot. They just waiting to get them. And I think my son is going to work with one of them for another guy. What was the name of the video? Oh, but I don't know. Let me think about it for a second. If it comes to me. I think one of them was like, I don't remember. Let me think on that. Appreciate you stopping in, AJ. Have a good week, buddy. September, it about had to be March. I'm scared if I try to mess with my phone to pull something else up while I'm doing the live that it'll mess it up. And I would generally have my iPad out here with me and I could pull it up on it and tell you. But yeah, there was, like I said, but I'm not crying and complaining because all that's minor. So many people around me in my area lost their houses and everything. I mean, it was just a bad deal. I mean, it's part of it. We know we live in a hurricane area. DLK's got 2 screens. See, them people in Canada's got way better stuff than we do, don't they? They got 2 screens to work with. The video we done last week is doing real good. It rains so much. And Cherry Point. I'm trying to think where Cherry Point's at. I've heard of Cherry Grove. Cherry Grove's down on the beach. Yeah, 57 Fitter, we do a live every Sunday night, or we try to, every Sunday night at 7:30. You gonna come back next Sunday night, right? Good group of guys in here. Good community. I'm trying to figure out which one of them is going to feed us one night. You just subbed last night? Good deal. How'd you find us? How'd you find our channel? Look at there, DLK is on the money. 5 months ago, Hurricane Florence flooded our hayfield. Our hay is ruined. Recommendations, how about that? So they are recommending us out. Whoever that was asking, did y'all get that? Hey, Wes, hey, Pyro. I'm glad you come in and give us a like. Good deal. He was in Beaufort Marine Base. Okay. It's like church. You can drink beer in your undies. You've been watching a lot of DLH. Still ain't got your 140 home. Yeah, I'm ready to get back there and run that rebeller all day one day. I'm trying to figure out how I can get, because this metal building that I'm in, it blocks my Wi-Fi so bad from going out. I want to figure out how to get it so I can do a live stream back there while we rebelling one day. That's the same thing that I used to say all the time back farms. I wish we could all just be talking instead of having to text and read it. But yeah, I plan on, I've got a Wi-Fi extender that I'm going to run a Cat 5 cable from my router that's up above my head on that wall and put it on the back of my building and see if I can get it so I can do a live. Like right now, that's why I don't do them in the daytime really, because I can't show you nothing but right here, you know, like while we're working, because the cell phone service is not good enough in my area. But if I can get that thing for my Wi-Fi to work, then I'll start bringing a couple lives to you. But this metal building is blocking it, okay? I run a Cat 5 cable from my house out here to this building, and now it's perfect in the building. But if I walk behind that metal wall right there, it'll cut off. But I've got an extender. I'm gonna try to put me a outlet on the back of my building, so that way if I can go out there and try to do a live and just be rebelling and let y'all guys come in and watch the rebelling if you want to, what time we going. And that won't be on a Sunday night though. We try not to do too much on Sundays. You know, sometimes you don't have a choice. Like if the cows get out, or if you gotta, I mean, there's some things that we can't control. But generally, we try not to work on Sunday. Unless this might be considered working, what I'm doing. If this is considered working, that might be why my wife gets mad at me, because I'm working on Sunday. I doubt it. Just like y'all was taught. That's good. I mean, like I said, every now and then we get in a bind or tear something up on Friday, and we got hay on the ground and rain's coming, and sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Appreciate you stopping in, Back Farms. Have a good week, buddy. I ain't gonna be too much longer. Just socializing, that's right. Work on Sunday, fix on Monday. Yeah, because I mean, we can't control when them cows get out 57. Them cows get out, we got to go. If they get out, like, if somebody called time I started my live and my cows is out, I'd have to shut it off and go. I'd try to bring it back though when I got there if I had enough phone service. But sometimes, you know, you just can't help it. Well, guys, this week here coming up, like I said, we're going to try to start working on the hay elevator. to carry the hay from the back of the square baler to the trailer or the building, whatever wherever we need to put it. We're probably gonna go to that farm equipment auction on Wednesday, and then cleaning up around my building some. Hard to build a better fence. Yeah. If you think cows is hard to keep in, try keeping goats in. We started out with goats originally, and that was a tough task. But yeah, we're gonna do those, clean up around the shop some this week, and if we get into something interesting, we'll shoot a live up during the week. If not, we'll do the live again next Sunday like we always do. Goats don't like BB gun. I like the goats. I think we're thinking about I'll probably end up getting a few more, so my son to train the dogs with, to train them new puppies on. Because I like to put them on something small to start with where they don't hurt the puppies. Well guys, I sure appreciate all y'all coming in. Y'all have a good, safe week. We'll see y'all on the next videos, and see you next Sunday night on the live. Y'all